Gonna be a good day. Well, this is a mic check video, realistically. Just trying to see if, you know, the new microphone's working. We're heading over to bike night. Got my old buddy Matt with me. It's not very sunny out, I'll tell you what. Oh, that's alright. Hoping that everything works out, that you can kind of hear the bike, that you can hear me. It's not too windy, you don't hear me breathing. Oh, there's a bug flying to my eyeball. That was fun. At the speed of smell here. So, what we have here is a 2009 Roadstar XV1700A. It's got, I just cracked 9,000 kilometers on it. It's barely broken in. I got this bike a couple months ago and I couldn't figure out why my microphone wasn't working for my GoPro, so I don't really have any videos, but hopefully there'll be more to come. We are it's a pretty fairly stock bike. I've removed the baffles and I put an intake on it, stock ECU. Nice turn signal, asswipe. Gee, this guy's a fucking dink. As you can hear by my rattle. My radio jumps up and down and drives me bananas. So as I was saying, bike. So XV1700A, 1700 cc's of unadulterated fun. Now I went from the hell did I have? I had an 02 Shadow 750. I'm not a tall man. I'm only 5'10". I'm a thick man. I'm 300 pounds. I'm not super fat or nothing, but I am a thick boy. And you know, the Shadow just didn't have enough for me to have. It was fun. It's also small, and you know, as much fun as it was in the corners, it. I don't know, I needed something bigger. And I got a little one. She wanted to start riding with her dad, so I started looking for something bigger. Well, I ended up landing on a V-Star 1100. And honestly, I absolutely love that bike. That's actually what my buddy Matt here is riding. And he seems to love it. And he's a fair size dude. He's 6'3", 330, I think. You know, and he's got more than enough jam to carry him around. But it's just him. So when it was just me on my V-Star, I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. I really just enjoyed the whole. I had enough power to just have fun with. And you know, you can see in my previous videos there's I think one or two of them, me on the V-Star. Once before it got vandalized, then once after. So when it was blue, they got vandalized all down. My gas tank was all mashed. and then I got it repainted. And you know, I only had it for the last season, and it was good. You know, I had a lot of fun with it. I put, I think, 6,000 kilometers on it last season, and then it just, I don't know, I needed something more. When it comes to my daughter, I don't fuck around. You know, she's my pride and joy, and you know, I wanted to make sure she was safe. So, you know, and that safety comes with, like, obviously full gear and all that jazz, but I also wanted to make sure she was safe in the sense of, you know, I had a big enough bike that could carry the weight of both of us safely with any gear we had, and you know, I had enough power to get us out of any situation, and I also had better braking, and you know, the fairing, you know, keep the wind off me, that kind of thing, just for longer trips. Now, she's not a long haul kind of kid, and that's perfectly fine by me. Truth be told, I'm not really much of a long haul person myself. I do like going for like an hour or two cruise somewhere, but I'm not, you'll never catch me doing like 5-6 hour cruises. I did it once on the V-Star. Last year I went to Port Dover, and with traffic it took us almost 5 hours to get there, and it just wasn't my thing. Now obviously traffic conditions and all that jazz, you can't really predict that shit, but you know, it was fun, I guess. Dover's always a good time. You good? What's wrong?
Feels like, do you remember you on the Shadow? Running a one cylinder? Feels like that again. I'll check when I get there.
When was the last time you washed it?
Pardon?
When was the last time you washed it? It's filthy. But yeah, Dover was a good time. It was hot. It was, you know, Canadian weather. It was 42 degrees that day, Celsius. I don't even know what that is in Fahrenheit, but it's hot. I think it was like 110 or something like that.
Do you see the gas? Yeah, you see the exhaust on the side? It's turning yellow.
Yeah, because of all the dirt. From all the dirt, oxidization, water, all kinds of stuff. Trust me, dude, I'm down on power too. It's hot. I ride a little slower when I'm with Matt. He's a fairly new rider. Oh, look at that. The sun's coming to play peekaboo. I like it. So anyway, Dover's good. It's a good experience. I think everybody that rides a motorcycle should try it at least once. I've done it. I can say I've done it. I might have to go back down again because I wanted to get a specific t-shirt. And it just wasn't available by the time I made my way back. The vendors sold all out, so that's fine. So I might have to go back down again just so I can get a t-shirt. The other thing too is traffic. I don't do well on highways. I'm not a big highway rider. I like doing like backcountry roads, stuff like that. So, you know, I don't know. Riding for me is just, it's chill, you know. There are times where I get kind of sprightly and I decide I want to go fast, and you know, I'm sure anybody who rides a motorcycle feels that way. So, what the hell was he honking at me for? What are you honking at? Why are you honking? You honked at me. Yeah.
I didn't honk. Well, maybe I did. I don't know.
That's why I slowed down. So anyway, Dover. Yeah, once again, we're trying to talk about Dover. Anyway, Dover's good. Try it. If you're in Canada, Ontario, from Toronto, you're looking at 3-hour ride. I live outside of Toronto. I'm east of Toronto, so it should have been. It shouldn't have been almost 5 hours. I tell you what. That's what it ended up being, but it shouldn't have been. Now, as far as this bike goes, I know I was talking about it earlier, I get sidetracked. I'm a bit of an idiot. Yeah, I got this bike. Got a really good deal on it. It was bone stock. Only had like 5,500 kilometers, 6,000 kilometers, something like that on it when I bought it, which is, you know, practically brand new. The old gentleman that I bought it from was very nice. I think he was just giving up riding. He was an older fella. What is happening right now? Him and his wife both had bikes, and they were both selling their bikes. So I lucked out. I got this one at a good price. I like it. Maybe my last season on it, just because I just needed something to ride this year. I got offered a really good price on my old bike. I wasn't intending on selling it, but I got it. That's what gave me the want to get like a Roadstar, and I love the Roadstar. It's a 102 cubic inch. It's got all the power you could possibly really need. I mean, it's not Harley Davidson low end torque, but on the high end they're about the same. Well, as long as like a bone stock 103 versus the 102 on this thing, they're you know, they go hand in hand. They're pretty far on par with each other, but it just doesn't have that, you know, North American rumble. And as much as I do like this bike, I think next season I'm hoping I can get my hands on like a 2017 Street Glide. That's my dream bike. Like I said, I don't even know if you guys can hear the bike at all, but it's got a little bit of low end grunt. Nothing too crazy. From behind, apparently it sounds amazing, but I wouldn't know because I never behind it. And yeah, so as it says right now, we're on our way to the bike night, which is in Whitby, Ontario. It is at Baldwin and Taunton, or Brock and Taunton. I don't know how well the turnout's going to be tonight, but there's usually, I'd say on average, 150 bikes, but there are times where there's like 300 bikes, there's times where there's 3 bikes, so you never know. But it's a good time nonetheless. Everybody has a great time. Most people get along. I don't know what Matt's doing. I'd say there's about 150 bikes here. The boys are here. Nice. Alright. See you guys later. Oh, bike night's over. Oh, I'm sweating like Michael Jackson at a daycare. It is hot. stopped by a buddy of mine's place on the way home, and well, that motherfucker was picking his nose. You know what, we'll go down this one. Oh shit, son. You know what, I'm going. Sorry. Well, almost died there. That was my damn fault. Can't blame anybody for that but myself. This one, though, I'm not sure why people. Everybody's rubbernecking. Come on, people. It's just a police officer. I ain't stopping. Well, that's 2 red lights in a row. Whoops. Oh, man. Well, I really hope this microphone works. That's super exciting. God damn it. You really hear that rattle when I wonder. Uh-oh. Merge. Does that help? Oh, fucker. See if that works. Oh, it rattles less. When I got this bike, the fella that owned it prior to me, that was a super nice fella. But he knew just enough to put stuff together, but not enough to do it right. You know what I mean? So, like the radio, for example, I just had a mosquito go down my helmet and bite me clear in the chin. Fucker. So yeah, he knew enough to like put the radio in, but he didn't know enough to like set the springs properly or, you know, mount it properly when nothing's tight. So it just fucking rattles everywhere. And it's honestly the biggest pet peeve I have with this bike. That is the only real complaint I have. Like, it has gobs of power. It handles bumps like a champ, as you can see. Oh man, that wind feels great. It sounds good, like it's, I don't know. I think the other, look at that. I didn't run the light. It's a miracle. I think the other thing, the only other complaint I have are the saddlebags. Now they're not, the saddlebags on this bike, like, so this is an aftermarket fairing, aftermarket bags. When I bought it, it had Rockford Fosgate speakers in it that were completely blown. I guess the fella, he put speakers in it but didn't look to see if they were IP67 rated, so waterproof. So when I got them, they were fucked. They had like little tweeters here and they were bouncing around, and they were just smoked. And the radio wasn't working properly, and the saddlebags weren't installed properly. Now the name brand on the saddlebags is weird. It's like Suyaku or something like that. And it's the same brand for my saddlebags as it is for my front fairing. And I really like, I love the fairing. I don't like, so I've ridden a few bikes in my time, mostly crotch rockets. I was always a big sport bike guy. But then I got old and fat. And like I said, the cruisers is just, for me, that's the end all be all, right? So once you get old and fat, like I got a backrest, I had cruise control. It's actually in my saddlebag right now. I took it off. That's just a really fancy throttle lock, works really well. But overall, like, the bike itself is great. Like I said, it's only a 9,000K. I unfortunately had to sell the bike, just due to some personal reasons this year, but I'll be on a new bike next year. But what I was getting at is I've been on a few bikes. I actually had the chance to ride a Street Glide, which is my dream bike. And what's funny about that is my cousin, he owns probably the nicest Street Glide ever. Like, it's beautiful. And I got to ride one. It was a Street Glide ST, I think it was, a 2022. And oh man, just I fell in love. But like, I had a couple bumps on that, and I didn't realize, like, I knew, shit's gonna shake a little bit here and there, but man, I didn't realize how how much shit shakes on aftermarket parts. My fairing it's solid, like, it's not gonna come off. It's dead nut solid, but when I hit a bump, I hear the rattles. My saddlebags, they're good. They're pretty solid. I have them on there really well, but they're aftermarket, so they're not 100% perfect. My seats, I do have the Mustang. I think it's called the Fat Boy seat. So it's what's it called? It's like a really, really wide seat, and it's super comfortable. And I mean, downfall with being in Canada a lot of the time is shit's more expensive, right? So when I bought the bike, it had the Mustang seat with the backrest for the driver, but it didn't have the passenger rear, and it didn't have the thing. And apparently Mustang only sells them in sets, so I had to like beg Mustang to send one to me, just the rear seat for my daughter. And that cost me $750 Canadian directly from Mustang to get it shipped here. Now, I'm not going to complain because Mustang did me a favor as far as I know, and my daughter loves it. The backrest is a little too far back for her, but I'll get that figured out at some point. Let's go home. We'll take the long way, but we're gonna go home. Ow, that one hurt. That wasn't even a fucking bump. That was like a fold in the road. Jesus. Look at puppy dog. What the hell are you waiting for? Racing me. Okay, you can have a girl. I think of, I don't even remember what the hell I was talking about earlier, but hey. And for anybody watching this, if you ever get a chance to get out on a bike, and even if you're not sure, you'll find somebody that'll take you out for a ride, see if it's for you, and man, it's nice. You know, there's not much like it, I tell you that much. No, I don't have a Harley and I don't have any of that stuff, but I do have a very, very nice bike. That's this person crossing when it just went red. To cruise through town and look at the crackheads. Or to not cruise through town and look at the crackheads. Welcome to Oshawa. We have the highest methadone something or other per capita in North America. We got a lot of crackheads. Yellow light. Wasn't gonna hit that speed bump, I know that one. I've blown my balls on that one a couple times. Whoop, and that one. You know, it's funny, I had a cop not long ago talk to me about speeding down highway. You know, this is called Highway 2. And, you know, trying to lecture me about speed. You don't speed down Highway 2. There's so many bumps you'll blow your balls out. This guy doesn't know what the hell he's doing. You alright there, bud? Alright. Understood, like when you see lights like this, there's nobody around. Oh man. Well, and another thing too is like it's like a fucking ghost town around here, but it isn't even late. It's only like, I don't know, 11:30 or something. Yeah, 11 o'clock. Yeah, we can cruise downtown, see if there's any crackheads. It'd be funny. I'll cruise through, but I won't, you know. Like I said, we'll take the long way home. came through here. I got a hockey stick thrown at me by a crackhead. And for those watching, this is downtown Oshawa. It's gross. Oh no, it's the fuzz. Potholes everywhere. Oh, it stinks out here. 40. Oh, I was speeding that whole time. What's going on, boys? Kind of paying attention more to my speed right now, but god damn, it goes so slow. Oh, that one hurt. It's just a police officer. These scooters are getting out of hand. recording. I'm not saying much anything. I apologize. I was enjoying the air. That guy's ripping. Oh, now he slows down. Dick. Yeah, well, we'll sit, we'll wait. It's always better to be safe than sorry. See if these guys stop. Yep, didn't think that guy was going to stop. Fun fact about this road, I went out, came for a ride with a childhood friend anyway, like we've been knowing each other since we were kids. Really cool guy. We went out and he had, he rides like a bobber style. And I got the quad lock, which, I'm not gonna lie, is probably the best damn phone holder that you could ever get. I got the anti-vibe mount, I got everything, it's just great. And he's got, I don't even remember what they're called, but they go on your gas tank, and they kind of lock in, like a T-Rex lock or a Raptor lock or some shit like that. And he forgot to close it. We went around the corner, and his fucking iPhone come flying out. It hit the front of my bike, slid across the road, and got run over by like 2 or 3 cars. And yeah, OtterBox did his job, man. Saved his phone, which is awesome. Well, that was good. So I don't know how this is going to turn out as far as video footage because it is dark out. But I'm telling you, this is my favorite time to ride. You get good and bad riding at night. And what I mean by that is, you know, you get not as many people on the road, but the chances of people being just terrible drivers, oh, that's wet, there's a higher chance. So it kind of sucks in that aspect, but whatever. Besides these houses, Jesus. On the same token, during the day, so it has been like a 99% humidex where I live, and it has been sweltering. Sweat like Michael Jackson at a daycare. It's terrible. These roads, man, that wasn't even avoidable. Like, this bike takes bumps like a champ, but holy shit, sometimes these roads are just horrible. But yeah, so I think the plan is tomorrow we're going to ride up. We're going to go to a place called Port Perry, which is probably one of my favorite places in the whole world. It's just this small little town on the lake, and a lot of bikers go there because there's a Tim Hortons. Being Canadian, that's important. That's our lifeblood. That's what we run on. And unless you're bougie, then it's Starbucks. But there's nothing bougie about me. I do like Starbucks though. I don't mind that purple drink with the dragon dooflickies in it. It's pretty good. But I digress. What I'm saying is we go up there, we hang out, we have coffee, and usually if you sit there for a couple hours and shoot the shit with your buddies, which is what it's all about, you know what I mean, riding and then going somewhere and just hanging out with friends. You know, we get up there and shoot the breeze for an hour or two, and we ride home. It ain't much. Like I said, I'm not much of a long haul guy, so it's from where I live, Port Perry's, you know, it's a little bit of a distance away. I can't tell. Is there traffic? Yeah, fuck it. Gotta risk it to get biscuits sometimes. There. Look at the moon. Moon's looking good. You gonna change on me? Yep. Is that a on a motorcycle? I thought that was another e-bike. Like, holy fuck, they're everywhere. Now, what are your thoughts when you're on a motorcycle and you're riding? You know, you got the two-finger wave and you say hello to people, to other bikes. You think it's bad to wave to a e-bike? Me personally, I don't. But well, I don't wave to them. But it's one of those things where you're cruising down the road, they're on one of those e-bikes that looks like a sport bike or something, and they give you the old two-finger hello. You give them the two-finger hello back, and you're like, fuck, I didn't mean to do that. Tell you a little something. It is beautiful out. It was so muggy earlier, man. Can't get over how nice it is now. Give you a little tour of my hometown, I guess. It's not where I'm from, but it's where I live, you know? Yeah, another thing about the biking community, man, is you're never gonna meet a better mindset. Well, I shouldn't say that. You're never gonna meet the same kind of people, I guess. Because you've got, like, the brotherhood, man. You meet like-minded people that just want to go out and cruise. And, you know, a lot of us are dads that work, you know, 40, 60 hours a week, sometimes more. And the whole point of getting out on the bike is just to, like, literally get out and do something with our time that's productive and kind of gives you that wind therapy. I'm sure you've heard of that term before. Just getting out there and, you know, I want to make this light. Yeah, wind therapy, man. Just get out there and, you know, getting the wind in your face or your chest or your armpits or whatever the case might be, and just going. You don't even necessarily have to have a place to go. You know, I've always promised my significant other that, you know, I would always make sure I have a place to go, and I usually ride with somebody. I mean, I'm a firm believer in riding in pairs, you know, just in case anything bad was to happen. But, you know, going out by yourself is fun, and you can do stuff. I know riding at night's not exactly the safest thing, but, you know, it's just one of those deals, you know? Have a lot of fun by yourself, but this is, like I said, this is kind of like a group thing, you know, hanging out with people, like I said, like-minded people that have the same, they don't have to have the same outlook on life. You can come from anywhere in the world, but the minute you get on a bike, you know, now you're on the same level with each other, you know, and that's something it's hard to find, that camaraderie, you know, and I enjoy it. Like it's one of the reasons why I have a bike is just to get out. Like at a bike night, you know, I didn't really know anybody going out there. I've made multitudes of friends, you know, going from, you know, age 20 years old, which is probably the youngest fella I hang out with at bike night, or like we've gone out a couple of times just for rips. But all the way up to 82 years old is the oldest fella that I've met, and he's impressive. He rides a Honda Goldwing, like one brand new one, but it's all decked out. It's got the beer box. It's got every option. That thing weighs in at like 900 and something pounds. He's 5 foot nothing, and he gets on that thing, man, and he tears it up. And like I said, I think he said he's 82, 83 years old. And I was just like, God damn, I hope I'm like that when I get older. You know what I mean? The man gives no fucks. He's the nicest dude you'll ever meet. You know, I got another fellow, older fella, another really good dude, rides a old Softail Deluxe. And it's actually one of my favorite bikes. I love his bike. He knows that I keep trying to trade him bikes. And he keeps telling me no, obviously. But like if I didn't have a motorcycle, I wouldn't have met all these nice people. You know what I mean? And it's a good thing. So I guess what I'm trying to say is get yourself a bike, get out there, meet some people. Because honestly, can't go wrong. I mean, I can tell you a story. So I had my daughter with me, and we went up to Port Perry last weekend, and I met a fellow who was kind of down on his luck. Super nice guy. He had a V-Star 1100, and I guess he'd gotten somebody to do his oil change for him, a professional, and they forgot to put the oil plug back in his bike. Well, he rode from Oshawa all the way up to Port Perry, which is, I don't know, 45 minutes if you're taking it easy. It's not a far jaunt, but it's my favorite ride. But anyway, I digress. He got all the way up there, and he had oil all up his left leg, all over the left side of his bike. When he rolled in, he had oil all underneath his bike. Like, it was crazy. So, you know, I'd never met the fella before, but I used all the shit that I had in my saddlebags, like my cleaners and stuff, and cleaned off his bike for him, and we got him cleaned up as best as we could. And then I called in my buddy Matt that was riding with me earlier. We took the oil plug from his bike and put it on this other guy's bike, and then I rode this guy home I rode them all the way back into town, and we rode them into town. Then I ended up having to turn around and ride all the way back out to Matt's place, which is like, you know, a 45-minute ride back out the opposite way from where I live. And yeah, like, it's just shit you do, you know what I mean? It's a brotherhood or a sisterhood, you know. See lots of girls ride, and it's awesome because I shows my daughter, you know, that she can do that kind of shit too, and I'm all for it, you know. So yeah, and there's not much else I can say tonight except for, you know, have yourself a good night, day, depends on what time you're watching this. I'm not going to show you where I live. So that's it, that's all. The ride's over. I got another 20 minutes before I'm home, so y'all take it easy.